teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continues as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites onto neutral field. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Falcon here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Teams out there ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Texas. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment that can return a touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. Of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up to score a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And a strong number there to take him at the 11-yard line. They start this playoff game with a pass. Fires into the wideout.
Thank you.
What a play. Look out, he's in the clear.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job mixing up their coverage, showing one look going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize. First and goal. Receiver in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Was he out of the end? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. They tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on his possession. The field. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. He made the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seems to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost him.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that one.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long on the 45. Dropping back into the throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've worked all along. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here the sticks. It's Morton. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On the left side. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Seven-play drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. One march will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were able to punch into the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down, going to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Lines a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on one carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fires it to the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the 18. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Texas offense comes back out on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? And here's the handoff. Breaks free. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big moves like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes nowhere. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness. Kirk getting around the edge.
Unfucking touched.
Usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback. But he
Try some goes, my boy.
This guy's a
Try something else.
Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking deep to the right side. The pass is intercepted.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the first play of this drive now from the 35. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain of that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They've got it, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 15, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Let's fly a little wide out. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So Alabama needs a lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books, but it's a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. QB keeper all the way. And he'll be brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. Pressure and sack and then tackle inside the 10.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
The pass rush closing in. And he'll be brought down.
Good job by this defense. That quarterback doesn't need much room. They did a heck of a job to keep him out of the end zone, and now we got a fourth and goal situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception of this football game.
And they'll set up with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes the lead. Bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose in the 40. He's in the clear. At the 20. Crosses the 10. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he can be a monster today.
Looking to throw here. On the move now. Looking to the end zone.
Thank you.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of him to make that interception.
Here comes the Alabama offense back on the field. They take to feel serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can he keep it going? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by his defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting the seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Alabama needing his fourth down conversion. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. This one's incomplete. Defense makes a fourth down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your defense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations. But on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
First and goal here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Oh, that kick.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal.
With the wide out that time, incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
If nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it. Fourth and goal for the one. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. A turnover, one down. It's a big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and play caller. You go over here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And they stop him short. He avoids the safety, but won't help much with 3 down there.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quickly behind the sticks after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback making adjustments down when the defense is showing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finding some room to the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here at their own 42. One big play has really set the tone here for a productive drive. Moves out of the pocket. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they want a little bit more on that play.
Getting set for your second down. Play action, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's hit just before the throw.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. Based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long for the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out after the catch play. And they get the conversion there. Set it now first down at the 38.
Another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks. Maybe bring in the blitz. Anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Makes the catch downfield. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
I thought you were asleep. I said, you nothing in the bed, guy?
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown time.
We talk about a tough matchup in this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return takes me in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes it look good. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's a throw. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. First down here for this offense. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early. Obviously, the defense reacts quickly and can slip it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it's just right for this play to work.
Tries the right with a quick throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Cobb. He stopped short of the mark, so it's 4th down now.
Sometimes you find out an open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
He's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's a 4-down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy. Then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a march, I get it. But you've got time way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. This one is thrown up, falls incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing him the rock.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He made the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Yeah, the elephant.
Shotgun run call. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense breaks it up and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's how you finish a play.
With another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 13. Great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to pass here on second down. Gets made on the outbound. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And now the defense will call a timeout to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's on to move it away now. He'll field the punt. Coverage season will bring him down. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Incomplete. Try to lob pass there. It doesn't work.
Good adjustment here by the defense coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns in the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure in him before he can make another play.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A lot of work to do after a nightmarish first half. Let's see if they can get something going and begin an epic comeback. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football.
That takes a wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure sack against their quarterback.
Backed up here, 2nd and long from the 15. Drops back to the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped a fucking pick, bro.
4th interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
100%.
Offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris. I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in this second half of this playoff game.
Okay. Oh.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense would be very aggressive at this moment. Hit as he released it. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. Let's take a deep shot here.
Right on the 15. Good shit.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for 4th down. And Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position they have.
Handoff here for the shotgun. Tackle him with a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Alabama comes up with a lead. The receiver grabs it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Kirk's quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him, and just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defense, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some wrinkles and try to slow this guy down.
And they tack on the extra point. The touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. bringing pressure. Pass falls incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation? Some hand fighting at the point of the catch that costs the receiver its offensive pass interference. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. You can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage, get a corner up in his face, and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The offense now fakes it deep and long. 26. Kind of a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end.
He caught that?
On the right side, that's a big gain. And he's tackled, but only now for picking up a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job keeping this drive alive.
Shit, awesome.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He's brought down, and the game moves the ball to 39.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up the first down.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
Good.
It's an out route. The catch made. Both areas out of bounds, but they got to completely change first down. This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback going to make a play through the air. And it goes incomplete. Defensive pressure. Good throw that time.
When that pass rush got in there in a hurry, great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the out route. And they run out of bounds and pick up a few yards off the play. They're running short for this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The tight end for a completion. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Longhorns will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down a sack on this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open. He's still got to take it over, try to make a play. Instead, it's a sack, and it's a turnover on downs.
Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. Another short gain of play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But the defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up the positive yards.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Get there. You got
Wow,
get there.
the offensive coordinator playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Yeah.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. Let's see how they play this one. And looking to throw now on first down. Right up to the receiver. And the defense swallows not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play.
But that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics a bit shaky.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. They wanted to find the let fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
First play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Pick the fucking ball off, nigga.
The offense will now take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they get it going here. Only a small game. Now looking at second and 9.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. It's an out-route catch made.
Chris, what I would saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big third down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. They'll try the ground game here with running back.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Breaks free with room to run. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield, and they can convert here, or they face a tough fourth down decision. Fighting for yards, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. This has been thorough domination. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense offense being aggressive. They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth-down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Pass caught on a comeback route. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 34.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
The pocket breaking down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket, trying to get the throw off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Completion makes it second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Quick throw to the left side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Second down after that previous play. Pounding away with the run game. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw over the middle. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Gets made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get 1st down yardage? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late, deep throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches, and they heave it deep downfield. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, tied. No chance to catch him there.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Grinding away on the ground. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake. Look at the passing. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the move now. Wide open downfield. He finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense had made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They're pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Look, got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line. Design quarterback run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.